Hi guys. Right, we are going to jump straight into today's yoga session. We are going to start just doing a little bit of stretching of our arms because we're going to be using our arms a lot today. So if you sit up straight, nice and straight, pull your head up with a piece of string or an imaginary piece of string. Anyway, we're going to put our hands to our hearts. Okay, you can put them like this, or like this, whichever's comfortable. And we're just going to stretch those up, as high as you can. Back nice and straight. Oh, it feels good. And just move that over to the left, my left. Back up to centre. Deep breath. And over to the right. And bring it back. Lovely. Rain it down. Shake it off. Okay, good. A few rolls of those shoulders. Let's loosen them babies up. Okay, lovely. Back round the other way. Good. It's important to do this so that we don't injure ourselves while we're doing our other exercises. So head to the left, back up again, to the right. I hear a lot of clicking. Okay, head to chest, head to ceiling, head to chest, and head to ceiling. Fabulous. Hopefully being a little bit looser. So we've limbered up a little. All right, let's get into our breathing. We'll do it nice and quick. I'm going to turn around, get onto your knees, bottom down on the feet. Okay, you can do this with your feet under your bottom, or you can do it with your feet out. Sorry, your knees out. Quite difficult with your feet out. Okay, so knees out or knees together. We're going to go into what's called an extended child's pose. So if you remember, our child's pose is this one. Extended child's pose. I'm going to do mine with my knees out. You're going to lower yourself forward and you're going to bring your hands out in front of you. That's going to give you an extra, move back a bit, come from that. An extra good stretch. Okay, remember, keep your bottom on your feet, all right? Arms right out in front of you. And here we're just going to do our nice, big, deep breaths. We're going to make the shh sound when we breathe out. With me, one big breath. And another very deep breath. And one more. Lovely. Give those fingers a little wiggle on the wrists because we're going to be using those too. Okay, one last big push. Push your bottom towards your feet and your hands out to the front. Really stretch that out. That's amazing. Up we come. All right, let's scoot onto our bottoms. So cross over the feet, whoop, and roll yourselves through. Good, good. Right, on our bottoms, legs extended out in front. We're going to bend our knees a little bit for this, okay? Because you don't have to have your legs straight unless you can really do that. But have your legs bent. That's no worries at all. Okay. Stretch our arms right up as far as we can, keeping that nice straight back. And we're going to come over and just hold onto our toes like this. Keep breathing here. find that the deeper you breathe, the more you'll be able to just straighten your legs out a little bit. But we should be getting a nice stretch at the back here. Like I said before, you can almost feel the skin on your back stretching. One deep breath here. Lovely. Awesome. Okay, let's roll that back. I'm going to roll off the mat. Woo! And just give our legs a good squeeze. Shoulders on the ground, as ever. Nice big squeeze. And we're going to roll it up. Hello. Right, roll it up straight onto your feet. Are you with me? Right. Let's stand this up. We're going to move into mountain pose. So, up we come slowly. Our fingers are still here. You should now be in this nice forward fold position. Legs bent and our knees in line with our feet. Ragdoll it a little bit here if you want to. Give it a little sway. Paint the floor. Lovely. All the way around to the sides. Around to the sides again. Getting a really good stretch. Remember to breathe. Beautiful. Let's roll that up. Nice and slowly. And round off the shoulders. Straight back. Okay, good. Okay, we're going to give it, whoa, I'm too close. We're going to give it a nice stretch up to the sky. Wiggle those fingers. You ready to dive? We're going to dive all the way back down. Your legs, keep them bent. We don't need them straight here at all. We are just stretching. We're not going to pull anything. That's amazing. Right, plant the hands. Okay. Plant our hands down on the mat. And we're going to step one foot back. And then we're going to step the other foot back. Okay. Plank pose. Remember to breathe here. Okay. Holding your breath. Give a little rock if you want to. Lovely. Plank pose. Are you ready for a bit of cobra? Right, okay, we are going to lower to the ground, slowly as you can. Turn those feet over at the back. And then deep breath and bring it up. Cobra or snake. Lovely. Back down you go. Ready with those strong arms and power up. Good. Breathe out. Back to downward dog. Alrighty, take your dog for a bit of a walk. Off we go. Pushing those heels down as hard as you can. Give them legs a good stretch. Oh, there we go. Lovely. Alright, are you ready? Anchor down. Left foot down. Lift that right leg right up in the air. Go your toes around if you want to. Superb. And we're going to bring it all the way through. Oh yeah. Into our runner's lunge. Lovely. Give it a bit of a stretch out here. So what I'm going to have you do is lower that back knee. You can turn your foot over if you want to. Okay. So we're going to bring this up in the air. Imagine if you've got a big beach ball in your hands. Okay, and we're going to bring that beach ball up in the air. Okay. Hold our beach ball and then we're going to rain it down again. All right, turn the toes over, lift the big back leg, and then, oh, back to our plank pose. Are you with me? It's a tricky one this time. Right, back to downward dog. Give yourself a little bit of a breather here. Some deep breaths. Walk your dog. All right, then off we go with the left leg. So push down with the right and we'll lift our left leg up in the air, okay? Give the toes a little wiggle. Lovely. And bring it all the way through. You can almost touch your nose as it comes through and hits the mat or the ground. Okay. So now, again, we are in our low lunge or runner's lunge, pushing our heel back. You see, if I push my heel back, we get a nice straight leg here. Okay. Right, let's lower it down. All right, remember to breathe. We're going to bring our big beach ball up above our heads. So, nice deep breath. And up we come. Excellent. Hold that beach ball in the air. Mine's a wobbly beach ball. Okay. And let's rein it back down again. That was fantastic. Well done, guys. Okay, let's get back to plank position. There we go. Just like that. Give it a little wiggle. We are going to go into child's pose. Just for a second, just give your arms and legs a rest. So, knees down, turn your toes back over. I'm going to scoot forward a little bit for you. Feet on your ankles. Paint your mat and bring your arms all the way behind you. Head to the ground, a couple of deep breaths. We are building up to warrior pose, so I want you to have all your strength to do that. So just give yourself a little minute here in child's pose. Maybe think again how strong you are to be doing these exercises and looking after your body. Tell yourself, I am strong. And a couple of deep breaths. Right, perfect. All right, let's go for that warrior, shall we? So we're going to come out of our child's pose. Okay. Back to our flat back position. Curl those toes over. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to take my socks off, which I forgot to do because my feet were cold. But we should be doing this with no socks on, although mine have grippy bits on the bottom, so that's okay. But I'm going to take them off so you can see what I'm doing. All right, let's become warriors. Right, okay, so we've got our feet turned back over now, our toes over, okay? Because we're going to lift up into our downward dog. So you can do it on bent knees like this, and then push yourself up. And another little pedal. Okay, do you love walking my dog? We're going to go back to our runner's lunge. So I'm going to start with the left leg so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so right foot down, left leg in the air. Well, let's pull that through into our runner's lunge. Beautiful. This is where it gets tricky. So we're going to come up onto our fingertips. Okay, you're going to look forward. So radiate your chest forward, your head up, and we're going to pivot or turn on our back foot. So if you look at my back foot, I'll move it up a little bit. Okay, you don't have to be spread out really long. My back foot is now facing this way, and my front foot is facing this way. Right, here we go. Hands on our hips. We are going to rise up into warrior one. You may think you need to be like this. You can turn your hips and face forward. Warrior one. Right, let's see if we can lift up that beach ball. So shoulders back, all right, and we're going to lift our hands up into the air and take a deep breath. Okay, here you can definitely tell yourself, I am strong like a warrior. To come out of it, put your hands back on your hips. We're going to push our bodies forward, plant our hands, turn back on our back foot, and back to plank. My goodness, that was fantastic. Well done, guys. Okay, up to your downward dog. Pedal it out. Now we can do that again on the other foot. I'd have to change sides on the mat to show you. So if you want to have another go, we can turn this around the other way. So I'm going to just take some baby steps all the way to the top of the mat. I'm going to turn myself around. Knees on the ground. Back into our flat back position. All right. And we are going to do a warrior on the other leg. All right. So turning those toes over. Powering up into our plank position. And from there, downward dog. Hello, downward dog. Right, do you remember what you need to do? Anchor down. Okay, right leg in the air. Let's pull it through to our runner's lunge, pushing back. Face forward, chest up. And take a deep breath here before you get going. Nice deep breath. You can probably see even right now that my back leg is wobbling. It's wobbling and shaking because it's getting stronger, and you'll find the same will happen to yours. Okay, so I'm going to pivot on that back foot. So turn the foot so it's facing forward now, like we did on the other side. And we're going to slowly rise it up, hands on hips. Now body like this, turn your body so you're facing forward. Let's gather up our beach ball, shoulders back, and lift our beach ball in the air. Take a nice deep breath up here. And rain it all the way back down again. Let's zip back to our plank and lower down on the knees. Fabulous. Okay, turn those toes over. Sit that bottom back. Into our extended child pose. Gives yourselves a bit of a rest. That was tricky and hard work. For me, it was very tricky, hard work. Okay, you have done absolutely amazing if you've made it through. All right, and even if you've given it a go. Right, let me sit myself back up again. So, cross our legs over. Bring it on through. Oh, lovely. And legs out in front. Wow, that was something. Okay, bring yourself forward a little bit. All right, and let's just lay down here, nice and slow. Ooh. Give yourselves a big stretch, okay? So arms up, feet, and stretch it right out. Oh, lovely. Okay, back in the other way. Let's pull our knees up, put our arms around our knees and pull them in with a good squeeze. Few deep breaths here. Lovely. Okay, when we're going to let one leg go. Okay, remember to keep your feet active, so sticking up in the air. And let's just pull this leg in. All right, because our legs have been through a lot. So let's just give them a nice stretch so they don't ache later. All right, release that leg, back down again, and bring the other one up. And another nice big stretch on that leg. Active feet again. Okay, shoulders on the mat. Give it a nice good stretch. Say, does feel pretty good. Right, legs back down. Fantastic. You know what I'm going to go and get now, don't you? Have you got yours with you? A cushion. Mine's right here. Right, here I go. Just to finish with our lovely little relaxing time. So get comfy on your cushion, legs out, arms out. You can put your legs like this if you want to. I find that quite comfortable. Or you can just have your legs out here. Give yourself a couple of minutes, again, to just tell yourself and high-five yourself on how amazingly strong you are and how brave you are to try something new. And if you fell over or you wobbled, which I do all of those things, how much courage you've got to just have a go in the first place. I think you're awesome, okay? So let's just lay here for a minute and think about how strong, brave and awesome you all are. So give me a couple of nice big deep breaths. I don't know if I really did fall asleep. One day might happen. Right, you guys can stay there, having a snooze, chilling out as long as you like, or like I'm going to do, run off and have a biscuit. Okay, up we come. Or, not you, you can lay there if you want to. Right, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining in if you have, or for even giving any of it a go. And yeah, so enjoy. I'll see you next time. Bye.